Beowulf, a hero of the Geats and one of the most celebrated figures in Anglo-Saxon literature, is renowned for his strength, bravery, and loyalty. Though the epic tale of Beowulf has roots in Old English literature, it shares deep thematic and cultural connections with Norse mythology. Set in Scandinavia, the story combines elements of pagan warrior culture and emerging Christian influences, presenting Beowulf as a figure embodying heroism, honor, and the unyielding struggle against monstrous forces. The story begins with news of terror in Denmark, where King Hrothgar, a wise and respected ruler, has built a great mead hall called Heroic. This hall serves as a central gathering place for his people to celebrate victories, but it has been plagued by a monstrous creature named Grendel. Grendel, born from the cursed line of Cain, cannot stand the sounds of joy and laughter echoing from Heorot. In his rage and jealousy, he attacks the hall repeatedly, slaughtering Hrothgar's warriors night after night. For years, Heorot stands silent, as the Danes live in constant fear of Grendel's wrath. Beowulf, a young and ambitious warrior from the land of the Geats, modern-day southern Sweden, hears of Hrothgar's plight and feels compelled to help. Known for his extraordinary strength and courage, Beowulf gathers a small band of warriors and sails across the sea to Denmark. When they arrive, Hrothgar welcomes Beowulf warmly, recalling his father, Ecgtheow, as a noble ally of the Danish people. Beowulf expresses his intent to confront Grendel unarmed, relying solely on his strength, and declares that if he should fall, it would be by fate's will alone. Hrothgar, though wary, grants Beowulf permission, and they hold a feast to honor the young hero and his men. That night, Beowulf and his warriors lay in wait within Heorot, ready for Grendel's arrival. When the hall has fallen silent and the Danes are asleep, Grendel appears, drawn by the scent of human flesh. Grendel bursts into the hall, seizing one of Beowulf's warriors and devouring him. But before he can continue his rampage, Beowulf confronts him. A fierce struggle ensues, with Beowulf gripping Grendel's arm with an unbreakable hold. Grendel, shocked and panicked by the strength of his foe, tries to escape, but Beowulf's grip is too powerful. In a final display of force, Beowulf tears Grendel's arm from its socket. Mortally wounded, the creature flees back to the marshes to die, leaving behind a trail of blood. Beowulf hangs Grendel's severed arm from the rafters of Heorot as a trophy of victory. The Danes celebrate Beowulf as a hero, and Hrothgar lavishes him with gifts and praises. But their joy is short-lived, as Grendel's mother, a creature equally monstrous and vengeful, seeks to avenge her son's death. The next night, she attacks Heorot, killing one of Hrothgar's closest friends and leaving the hall in despair once again. Determined to end the terror once and for all, Beowulf vows to seek out Grendel's mother in her lair beneath a dark and foreboding lake. Hrothgar and his men lead Beowulf to the lake's edge, where he plunges into the icy waters, diving to the depths where Grendel's mother awaits. In her underwater lair, a brutal and exhausting battle unfolds. Grendel's mother, fierce and relentless, nearly overpowers Beowulf, but he discovers an ancient sword within her lair, a weapon forged by giants and imbued with great power. With this enchanted blade, Beowulf strikes a fatal blow, killing Grendel's mother and ending the threat to Hrothgar's kingdom. As a final act of victory, he finds Grendel's lifeless body in the lair and severs the head, bringing it back to Heorot as a symbol of his triumph. Hrothgar is overcome with gratitude, and Beowulf returns to Geatland a celebrated hero, laden with treasures and honors. Years pass, and Beowulf eventually ascends to the throne of the Geats, ruling wisely and prosperously. Under his leadership, the Geats enjoy peace and prosperity for decades. But in his later years, a new threat emerges, a dragon that has been awakened after its hoard of treasure is disturbed. This dragon begins terrorizing Beowulf's kingdom, and though he is now an aging king, Beowulf knows it is his duty to confront this final foe. Accompanied by his loyal thane Wiglaf, Beowulf faces the dragon in its lair. The fight is unlike any Beowulf has faced, as the dragon's fire breath and scales prove nearly impervious to his strength. During the battle, Beowulf is gravely wounded, but with Wiglaf's help, he manages to strike the dragon's fatal blow. However, Beowulf's wounds are mortal, and as he lies dying, he asks Wiglaf to bring him some of the dragon's treasure so he can see it with his own eyes. Beowulf expresses his final wishes, entrusting his people's future to Wiglaf and instructing that a great barrow be built in his memory. With his last breath, Beowulf dies, leaving behind a legacy of courage and sacrifice. True to his request, the Geats build a towering barrow on a cliff by the sea, where sailors can see it from afar and remember their beloved king. They mourn the loss of a great hero, but they also fear for the future, as Beowulf's death leaves them vulnerable. The poem ends with a sense of melancholy, as the Geats honor Beowulf's memory but face the uncertain times ahead without their champion. Beowulf's story is one of unyielding bravery and loyalty, highlighting the values of honor, strength, and sacrifice. His battles with Grendel, Grendel's mother, and the dragon symbolized the struggle against chaos and darkness, forces that threaten human civilization and order. In the end, Beowulf is not only a tale of heroism but also a meditation on mortality, legacy, and the inevitable decline of even the greatest of heroes.